Hey everybody, happy Monday and welcome to another edition of The Daily here with the one and only Simon Borg. I'm Nick Fershaw, looking back at Week 9 in MLS, and we're going to start with the Portland Timbers. Red hot, a 6-game unbeaten streak after a 3-2 win over Sporting Kansas City. Certainly Caleb Porter's biggest win thus far, and maybe the biggest win for the Timbers in franchise history.
It feels that way to me, Nick. No one goes into Kansas City and pulls off what Portland did. Kansas City were up after like 2 minutes. Once they're spotted that early goal, you figure Kansas City, they have the game made for them. That's exactly what they wanted. Then they went up again 2-1, but Portland kept coming back. Portland gave Kansas City a taste of their own medicine. Pressing high, winning the ball in good spots, and then just being lethal in terms of scoring goals. And late, Portland, unbeaten on the road. Remember, the road was a big albatross for them. And Sporting Kansas City hadn't conceded a goal all year at home. They concede 3.
Darlington Nagbe, Ryan Johnson, and Rodney Wallace with the game winner in this one for the Portland Timbers. Check out MLSsoccer.com/standings. The Portland Timbers are 3rd in the Western Conference. Next up, off to Columbus, where the Crew got a big 3-0 win over struggling DC United. But look, one of the biggest storylines of this and of the weekend is this strange scoreboard fire that delayed this game about 45 or 50 minutes, something the Crew have never seen in the history of their franchise. So a scoreboard fire, everybody was okay, and then the Crew went out and just destroyed DC United.
I mean, I remember seeing like bulbs go out on scoreboards, but not scoreboards going on fire. It delayed the game. Players had to leave the field during warm-ups. But Columbus then lit up the scoreboard on the field, Nick. Jairo Arrieta, the key here. They started him, they put him in the starting lineup again. I don't know what he was doing out of the starting lineup. He is a catalyst up top. He makes Dominic Oduro and Federico Higuain better. They are a dangerous team. That's an offensive juggernaut, Columbus.
A big win over DC United, who continue to struggle. But check out the Eastern Conference standings now, where you see some jockeying for position with Kansas City's loss and a big win for the Crew. Well, last but not least, a Tim Cahill sighting for the New York Red Bulls. He's struggled a lot to find the back of the net since he came to MLS last summer, but 2 goals and a 2-1 win over Toronto FC, including the 90th minute game winner, Simon. So maybe spend the next week now deferring all those critics who've been saying, Tim Cahill, where are all the goals for the Red Bulls?
Yeah, productivity was the issue, Nick. Not enough goals and assists for all the hard work he had, often playing injured. He gets 2 goals in 1 game, and that's going to buy him definitely some time away from the critics, at least over the next couple games. For the Red Bulls, they start off well. They look really good in Toronto. Then Toronto turns it on towards the end of the game. They get the equalizer on a terrible error by Luis Robles, and it looks like they're going to win the game. And then Thierry Henry, with a touch of class on that goal, Cahill wins it for New York.
That Cahill goal might be up for the AT&T MLS Goal of the Week. 5 nominees. Make sure you log on to MLSsoccer.com to find out who you can vote for and how to vote. And on Monday, you'll also find the latest edition of Extra Time Radio, the podcast coming out on Monday. You can find that on iTunes, Buzzsprout, and Stitcher Radio. That does it for us. We'll see you with another edition of The Daily on Tuesday.